Hello, my name is Mateo Vasquez, and today I'll be taking you through the wonderful world of IT. Today's topic is...
This last video is going to talk about project management methods. In essence, this book talks about three project methods: SSADM, PMBOK, and Prince2. These are all different methods used for controlling how to go through the IT development phase, not actually about the development phase itself. So this is more, it actually is what its title says, a project management method, not a development method. SSADM, or Structured System Analysis and Design Method. This is the most similar to an actual development method, and the title almost says the same thing, analysis and design method. However, this is more about controlling how the stages are going as well. There are 7 steps to it, which start with 0 and ends at 6. 0 being feasibility, the next is investigation, then there's business options, requirement definitions, technical system options, logical design, and then physical design. Now, again, this is the most similar to the actual previous stages of basically all the videos that have just been put forth by this chapter in another wording, really. Sure, there's a few less actual steps, but mainly it's the same thing. There's less about support and maintenance in here. Also, this is more used by other groups as well, and each section talks slightly more about what the management should be doing during each stage, but again, this is the closest to just another design method. PMBOK, or Project Management Body of Knowledge, is not. This is directly about what the different types of management should be doing at each of the stages of planning, and it's actually quite complicated. There's massive, books about how PMBOK should be done. But mainly, this is what you need. You have the knowledge areas over here, and the process groups up here. Basically, what happens. This is really the management people and what they should be doing, and this is during the actual thing. So when you're initiating, the integration management should begin, and so should communications. They should need to do their jobs, identifying stakeholders, develop project characters. Then you have the planning stage. More management groups come in: integration, scope, cost, communications, and procurement. And basically, they all control different sections, and this goes over each of the many different ones. As an ITGS student, you do not need to know every single one of these lines, and it would be kind of ridiculous. I mean, you don't need to know the communications management has to do performance reports during the controlling and monitoring stage, or you don't need to know that integration needs to know direct and manage projects during executing stage. But the point is more the idea that each type of management has its own responsibilities to do during the individual stages. And yes, a lot of these groups do overlap and probably are done by similar people inside the development phase. However, the important thing here is that you have to make sure you're taking care of everything and thinking about how you're going to management. This allows thoughts like cost and communications to be dealt with by people who currently who are able to, and don't need to be focusing on actually designing the IT right now. A final method is Prince2. Prince2 stands for Projects in Controlled Environments. I bolded the letters so that you see where the Prince comes from. This is from the Stuart Grade, this image, and it's the ITGS version of what we really need to know about Prince2. I found online Prince2's images, and it's complicated. Very complicated. Prince2 is used by Britain, more so than the US, and it's a little bit different. It's why many ITGS groups in US based don't really cover it so much. But basically, there's 3 levels of work: directing, delivering, and managing, and it partitions each one of them into 4 different stages and what needs to be set up and who controls what during what phase. Like directing needs to have directing the project and starting up the project along with management, They have all these things. It seems much simpler, than the other thing, but believe me, it's not. Each one of these boxes could be blown up to gigantic sizes with more information on them, and what needs to be done each time. Really, it's another very thorough controlling and designing thing, more focused on what the manager should be doing and what the people in charge need to be doing instead of what's actually being done at each phase. That about covers it. These are my references for last video that there's going to be put out. So, yep, that's it. Bye.
Well, that's all I've got to say for now. So, until next time, bye.